This is K.M. Wyland, and you're listening to the 53rd episode of the Wordplay Podcast. I brought my last load of research books home from the library this week. Just a few more titles to cross off my bibliography list, and I'm completely finished with my initial bout of concentrated research. The first draft is on the horizon. The writing itch has been getting stronger and stronger lately, and I'm beyond excited to start writing again. But, as usual, it's an excitement that's tempered with a fair-sized dose of sheer terror. Starting a new story is always scary. Will I still be good at this? Will the words flow? Will I do the story justice? Will the characters cooperate? Every new story is a new adventure. The process is exponentially different with each new manuscript. I'm getting delicious goosebumps just thinking about it. Use foreshadowing to keep readers reading. The latest post in the video series on my blog shows how Daphne du Maurier used foreshadowing to keep readers involved in her leisurely generational saga, Hungry Hill. You can watch the video on my blog at wordplay-kmwyland, that's weiland.blogspot.com. New videos are posted every Wednesday. Meanwhile, enjoy this week's podcast. Maximize your story's inciting event. The inciting event is the moment your character's world is forever changed. It knocks over the first domino in the line of dominoes that form your plot. It sets off an irrevocable chain reaction that will eventually lead your character to the maelstrom of your climax. So how do you go about creating an inciting event that will fuel your plot and drive your characters forward? What is an inciting event? In his October 2003 Writer's Digest article, Structure Secrets, best-selling legal suspense author James Scott Bell describes the inciting event as a doorway. The key question to ask yourself is this: can my lead walk away from the plot right now and go on as he has before? If the answer is yes, you haven't gone through that first doorway yet. What isn't an inciting event? Your story may include several important plot points before you get to the inciting event. For example, in the 2000 film Gladiator, the inciting event, the death of Emperor Marcus Aurelius, doesn't occur until after several important scenes, including Aurelius offering his throne to the protagonist. Even though the preceding scenes are important, they do not irrevocably change the character's world. Where should the inciting event occur? Where you place the inciting event depends greatly on your story. Some stories, such as C.S. Lewis's classic The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, begin with the inciting event. In Lewis's case, the character Lucy Pevensey discovering the wardrobe that is the link to the magic world of Narnia. The Bourne Identity opens after the inciting event of the main characters being shot and left for dead in the sea. Other stories, such as Gladiator, need to postpone their inciting event until the character's normal world is established, usually to provide contrast with the tragedy to follow. What constitutes a powerful inciting event? Inciting events are as widely varied as their stories. Not all inciting events have to be earth-shattering tragedies, such as the death of a loved one. They can be as simple as the character moving to a new town, North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, taking a new job, 12 O'Clock High, meeting someone, The Last of the Mohicans by James Fenimore Cooper, or even buying a pet, Marley and Me by John Grogan. What all inciting events have in common is that they almost always include action. In most instances, a character's decision to take action doesn't become irrevocable until he actually acts upon it. Directly influence the story to follow. Robbing a bank may change the character's life, but it's not an inciting event unless the story that follows couldn't have happened without that robbery. Incite conflict. Because change is difficult for, and even resisted by most humans, it almost always creates an atmosphere of conflict. The more conflict an inciting event creates, the deeper the conflict, the more intriguing the story. Grab the reader's attention. Your entire premise turns around the inciting event, so go for something special. This is your first and most important opportunity to grab your reader's attention. Don't settle for something mundane. Thank you for listening to the Wordplay Podcast. To read a transcript of this episode, visit me on the web at wordplay-kmwyland, that's weiland.blogspot.com, and be sure to listen again next week.